Dobrý večer, přátelé, dobrý večer. Tak, jdeme na to. Dobrý večer, Ganzi, dobrý večer. Tak. A jdeme pokračovat tam, kde jsme to opustili včera. Takže. Našli jsme prvního zvěda. Pomohli jsme mu tam zabít tu asasínku. Tak. Tady jsme to zapíchli. Inventář. Trošičku místa tam mám. A nejdřív ještě doděláme tyhle ty zvědy. Potom se zase vrhneme na tu hlavní příběhovou linku. Ne, že by nebylo, ale jde o to, že za prvý, když je něco opravdu velice zajímavého, tak to stojí třeba 200 000. Takže to není až taková jakože hromada prachů. 120 000 to je jako o ničem. A hlavně jde o to, že vlastně když se mrknu do inventáře, hele, třeba na zbroj, se přepnu tady. Takhle. Tak, já mám něco málo, jakože co jsem si sám ukul. Ale jde o to, že v tom světě jsou rozesetý různý sady těch zbrojí. Třeba já bych rád, a potom, když máš tu kompletní sadu, tak vlastně, když máš kompletní sadu, tak ti to dává určitý bonusy. Když to je vlastně jako ta jedna sada. Jo, takže třeba tady nějaký, kdybych měl ten mučedníkovou kompletní zbroj, jo, tak potom to dává nějaký ty konkrétní bonusy. Vždycky. A já vlastně teďka utrácím hlavně primárně za to, že ono to není stálý. Nic není stálý. Brnění i zbraně se opotřebovávají bojem. Takže vlastně všechny peníze, které většinou máš nasystený, tak potom utratíš za to, že vlastně najdeš někde nějakýho kováře a on ti to opraví zase do normálního, jakože použitelného stavu. Jo, opotřebovávají se ti věci. Nejsou jako, že když máš zbroj, takže ji máš furt nastálo. Takže mým cílem je prostě buď to si ukovu něco sám, ale když jsem si tak jakože ahoj Moulíku, když jsem si tak jakože i pročítal, co jak lidi kde psali, tak vlastně spousta lidí psalo, že vlastně potom je to jako jo, rostliny jsou na různý lektvary a tak dále. No. Ale já se tím vůbec nezabývám, protože jich prostě nacházím a sbírám jich takové množství, že jako to pomalu neřeším. Ale když jsem si jakože pročítal, co lidi psali, tak lidi hlavně psali o tom, že ve chvíli, kdy má člověk teda namaxovaný schopnosti ukout si zbroj, tak je potom vlastně OP a není absolutně nic lepšího ve hře. Tak já vlastně, až se k tomu někdy odhodlám, zatím jako v pohodě, zatím přežívám i s tím, co mám. Tak prostě splácaný všechno 5. přes 9. na sobě, jako zbroj. A buď to si teda nějakou úkovu, a nebo se právě spíš snažím a doufám, že třeba najdu někde nějaký všechny ostatní věci, A poskládám si nějakou prostě, co je už ve hře. Nějakou takovouhle hotovou zbroj. Středně těžké. Schválně zkusím to. Já mám zaklínání tuším špatný. Já mám jenom 1. Tohle to asi není zrovna dobrý nápad. Ne. To není nic na můj postřeh, tohleto. V tom jednom kruhu, jak se to takhle stočí, tak člověk v tom jednom ranu, když se to takhle stočí, tak přesně nad těma musí zmáčknout. Přesně se do toho musí trefit. Ve chvíli, kdy se do toho člověk netrefí, tak je po všem. Tamhle něco bude. A jinak se za necelý měsíc budeme vracet znovu do vodka. Dneska VGčko odhalilo plány na další měsíc. A od 23. je návrat Waffentragra znova. A ještě ke všemu, od 16. do 26. je jakási něco special. Bude probíhat nějaká special událost, možná nějaký maratonek, takže to asi se mě nebude týkat, pokud přitom teda nebude spuštěná třeba frontová linie, aby se to dalo vyjet i ve frontovce, ale nepředpokládám, že do toho VG jako půjde. Ale pravděpodobně možná maratonek na tu, jak se jmenuje, Viper, ten nový Ital. Možná bude maraton na to. Ale no tak. Budu muset dokoupit šperháky. Na to nemám obratnost. A tenhle ten je stejně lepšejší ochlup. Ale tamhle je nějaký obelisk. Tady je trháč. Jo, rozexpil si je. Pořizoval si zmiji, nebo ne?
Winter is strong in this place. When first the Fae walked into its depths, it bore great fossils, bones of beasts greater and more terrifying than we Fae. But for all their strength, the earth at their feet lasted longer. It sapped their strength, their life, their flesh.
To vypadá, že je blíž, ale to jenom tak možná vypadá. Zkusím jít tady doprava. Jo. Rozumím. Ale jak jsem tak koukal, za první ona dostala teda nerv na rychlost. Jsem koukal, jak s ní hrál Ík. Chvíli. A i on to tam jako psal. Nebo psal, on to říkal při tom hraní, že ve chvíli, kdy to přijde jako na live server, že to, jak to měl on, takže to bude změněný. Protože jemu se ještě pěkně hejbala. Normálně to bylo svižný a jezdilo to. Jsem si říkal, že by to mohlo být i hratelný jako na frontovce docela dobře. A nakonec to teda dostalo nerv, že to je teďka teda jakože opravdu loudalej.
A group of winter fae, called the House of Sorrows, have built their lives around the midden. They feed and tend the bodies there, and sanctify the ground with what dead they bring. It is they who preserve the culture of our people, and make this the cradle of winter. For their part, they have been given a beacon, a small sapling of white bark and red leaves, growing from the bodies in the midden. They call it the hallowed tree.
Doleva dozadu, on je tady, ano. Dostali ho pavouci. Jo. No jo, pešáci. Pojďte okoštovat trošku z mojí magie. No. OK. Jsou tak vyrovnaný. To je zajímavý meč nějaký. Ale. Opět nějaká sadička. Ale to je jenom 4kusá sada. Nějaká. A je to pro mága. Jestli na to dobře koukám. Jasně. No tak to mě nezajímá, to klidně budu moc prodat. Důl 7 vdov. Tam určitě bude někde nějaký vedlejšák. V tom. Tam teďka vůbec nepůjdu. No, tady se dá nabrat další nějaký questík.
I have waited some time for you to come, Siegebreaker, and it seems that my patience has, at least, been worthwhile. The House of Sorrows has need of your might. Aid us, and you will earn a strong ally in the war against the Tuatha Deon.
Kdo seš?
You may call me Bizarrain. I represent one of the great houses of the Winter Court, the House of Sorrows. This war with the Tuatha has worn the house to all but dust. We Fae are ill-equipped to handle such change, but your kind, you mortals, can bear it. Like your Alfar allies, we Winterfey suffer under the Tuatha's onslaught. And like the Alfar, we Winterfey need a champion. But it is a difficult position we are in, mortal. The Fae are not like your kind. We have different priorities, different threats. We need someone who understands that. It is not a simple task I ask of you. I have only approached you because you show the potential of use. You must still prove your worth. Go to the midden and find the place called the Proving Halls. This hearthstone will grant you access. Once you are within the halls, my questions will be answered.
To už tady jednou bylo. Když jsem tam vlez, tak mě co si otrávilo, musel jsem se probojovat až někam nakonec, aby potom všechny ty otravy zmizely. Ale no tak, nechte mě to už pustit. Šumejdi. Pavoučí. Ošklivý. Kolikátka to je? Středně těžký zase. Na to nemám. Ideálně bych si měl ještě zdvihnout to zaříkání prostě. Bych zvládal otevírat tyhle ty truhly. Co vy tady zase děláte? Oni tady budou mít toho zvěda. Což tady někde? Aha. Ten to taky nezvlád. Tak co, mám se vrátit zpátky? Jo. Šperháčky. Paráda. Tak. Síně zkoušek. Aha. Na to tady koukám. Co to je tady? Tady jsou nějaký lidi. Nebo to budou spíš fej. Jak to tak viděl. Možná. Skočit dolů se nedá, no? ještě ty. Už nebudu mít místo zase. Tak, jdu se vrátit zpátky. Já tady můžu střelit.
Looking to restock. Doldran has what you need.
No, mimochodem tady jsou takový trošičku lepší zbraně. Je vidět hnedka, kolik pak stojí. Takže toliko k tomu, že mám hodně peněz.
Come back again.
Tak. Jo.
So two are dead and Herc still lives. That is good news at the least. Though I'll need to have words with him about refusing to check in when he was supposed to. Still, I owe you much. Take this gold in gratitude. Perhaps in the coming days we can work together again.
2000.
It's been called that ever since they laid the foundations of Mel Senshir. Even the smallest of plants and critters can kill you out here. He's a good scout, although he is a little too independent at times. Later then.
There are worse allies to have than the Winter Fae.
Co ty tady děláš, Alain?
Off into the swamps, I assume?
To je zrovna ta, o který jsem včera mluvil. Která se ke mně občas připojuje a plníme občas spolu nějaký mise. A mluví o tom. Občas, jakože jsme se znali předtím, než jsem zemřel a než jsem byl znovu oživený. Ale furt čekám, co z toho kde vyleze.
Sidon's band of merciless fae with lifetimes of training and everything to fight for? Yes, I think they'll be quite useful allies indeed. Believe it or not, the House of Sorrows is the most welcoming of the unseelie houses. Then again, a viper nest is friendlier than the houses of pride and vengeance. I've heard tales of his work, half trickster, half spirit of vengeance. You can't trust half of the people you know, but you don't need to trust someone to have a mutual goal. Good hunting.
Hail! Talk to Captain Drafan if you're looking for work.
Ty mi o ní taky nic
I was
neřekneš.
asked to join the Ariad after my third battle here. Since then, I've probably spent more time in Cluricon than Melson Shear. Drafan runs the Ariad. I've never been much for officers, but he gets things done, and he cares about his men and women. War is not won by brute force alone. It takes knowledge and planning to defeat the enemy. That is the Ariad's role. Acquiring the knowledge that will carry us to victory, and sometimes eliminating those with similar knowledge on the other side. Farewell.
Tak. Dobře. Kovář. Nejbližší je asi vevnitř, že? Nějaký opravy.
Well, you bent me over the anvil right proper.
Tak.
Give them hell.
Jo, dám. Tak. Vážně. Aha. Já prostě jsem se jenom tady koukal na ten nějaký začátek toho. No, tak asi půjdeme nejdřív sem na pokec a až potom teprve tady uděláme ty zkoušky. Frakce. Možná si je tím nakloním teda na moji stranu. Trošičku to laguje. Lehce lagíčko, no. Tak. Jaký pokec bude?
Can't believe we beat you here. Sidon knows some amazing shortcuts through this place. So few of the Winter Court left to stand against the Tuatha.
It is agreeable to see you, Siegebreaker. Cluricon can be inhospitable at times, as the Tuatha have learned. We've made sure of it. Destroying the Tuatha, of course. They've corrupted our court and sullied our lands, and we shall have our vengeance. We are the Bitter Frost, the last few remnants of free Winterfell. We have refused to bend knee to Gadflow or his god. But still, the once noble houses of sorrow, pride, and vengeance have all fallen under Gadflow's sway. Until they're freed, the Tuatha's ranks will continue to swell with the faithful. You can't fight a war on your own. And even if you could, you'd find your path barred by the House of Pride, as well as the House of Vengeance. You need a way to strike at their heart. A way to reach Gadflow himself. And we know how you can get there. Blind him. Cut out his tongue. Draw the venom from our land. Only then will we be able to begin to strike at Alabastra. The Tuatha have built Prismere chantries across Cluricon. From here, Gadflow rallies the faithful, preaches the word of Tirnoch, and corrupts our land. Destroy these chantries and disrupt Gadflow's ability to infect this land. Without Gadflow to guide them, the Tuatha in Cluricon will be disorganized and scattered. When this is done, we'll take you to Ventrinio. He can help you breach Alabastra. The Tuatha built chantries of Prismere in the heart of Cluricon. From here, Gadflow watches, and his toxic prayers seep into the heart of every Winterfell. No Fae can withstand their power up close, and no House of the Winter Court can be free until those abominations are destroyed. There are 3 of them, to the south and east. Kill their guards, then smash their crystals and be done with them. Gadflow will try to stop you, but it's just a harmless projection. He can't hurt you. At least, not directly.
Okay. Okay.
I've heard of her, and I've seen her work. A dead diplomat here, a salvaged peace treaty there, a handful of lies told. But even as a collector of secrets, there's precious little I know about her. Nothing could be more. Go now. Break the tyrant's grip.
Tak, zlikvidovat svatyně.
These Fae have formed quite a fighting force. It'll be good to have them on our side. Gigantic red pillar with the image of Gadflow? We saw it on those back in Dalentarth. That seems so long ago. If they're everything Sidon says they are, sounds like Gadflow is trying to get a foothold in Dalentarth. Sounds like that thing in the Dalentarth cave when Gadflow talked to us. Kill the guards, smash the crystals, and that should sort them out.
Okay.
Be careful around the chantries. Even you can't be immune to Gadflow's power.
No, ale nejdřív ještě splníme a zkusíme splnit ty zkoušky těch druhých. tam 100% nic nebylo, že? Nebo bylo? Co se tam zase botovi nelíbilo? Hmm. Hmm. Ve třech mě vymnul Tak já nevím. Jestli se mu nelíbí opičák, proč by se mu neměl líbit Ach jo. Já k tomu nerozumím, co občas jako si vymyslí insults a vulgarity. Prostě nebudeš nadávat na artináře. Ach jo. Jo, tak. Jo, už to vidím. Už to vidím. Jasně, on vidí v opičákovi to. Od mysli O a od mysli K. On to vidí, on tam vidí tohle z toho. Už to vidím, co tam vidí. Fakt se mu nelíbí opičák. Tak schválně, napište někdo jenom opičák. Udělejte test. No jasně. Jasně, že jo. To je opičák, protože v tom je vevnitř je schovaná ta pizza a to se mu nelíbí. Ne. Opice je v pohodě. Ale výraz pro dámské přirození vulgární se mu nelíbí. Prostě. Tak. Tak, hele. Vezmeme si tenhle vedlejší, která zkusíme ty nějaké zkoušky, co tam mají. Potom budeme pokračovat dál, budeme likvidovat teda, musíme zlikvidovat ty 3 svatyně. Někde nějaký. Který teda nevidím, kde jsou. Ukáž. Ukážeš mi je teďka? Jo. Tady jsou. No, tak to budeme dělat potom. To budeme dělat potom. Nejdřív si ještě nakloníme tuhle tu frakci. No jasně, opica, no. Tak vláda, pan prezident, pan král a císař pán mají vždycky pravdu. Víš jak? A ještě maminka. Že? S tatínkem. No. O tom ani potom, hele. O tom ani potom. Co je tohle? Dům strastí. Aha. Navěra. Oni bojovali s těma pavoukama, oni mi pomáhali.
You have come, as he said you might. Have you found our king, Bizarrain, waiting for you in Cursewood? The Winter Fae need your help, but it is only Bizarrain's place to tell you of our plight. Remember. We are the faithful of the House of Sorrows, mortal. Take care of where you tread, for this is hallowed ground.
A další zkoušky, teda další vedlejšáky bych si tady mohl někde nabrat. Co blbneš?
And so another mortal approaches, even as this one's blood has yet to dry. But my desire to extinguish mortal life has yet to be satiated. Come, you seem a warrior. Why not fight me?
Já nechci.
I'm afraid I cannot grant you the courtesy of fighting at your leisure. The midden demands your blood. Prepare yourself.
Já s tebou nechci bojovat. Kaprčic. Jsem si neukládal.
It is agreeable to see you, Siegebreaker. Cluricon can be inhospitable, as the Tuatha have learned.
Totiž předpokládám, že ve chvíli, kdy podstoupím ty zkoušky úspěšně, tak už pro ně nebudu jakože nepřítel a budou na mojí straně. Potom se mi určitě bude hodit.
Destroying the Tuatha, of course. But still, until they're freed, the Tuatha's right. You can't fight, you need a way to strike at their heart. A way to blind them.
To zase přeskáčeme, tak prostě to zopakujeme.
I still feel the venom of the Chantry seeping into Cluricon's heart. There are 3 of them. Gadflow will try to stop you, but it's just a hot go now. Break the tyrant's grip.
These Fae have formed quite a fighting force. It'll be good to have them on our side. Gigantic red pillar with... If they're everything Sidon says they are, sounds like that thing in the Be careful around the Chantries. Even you can't be immune to Gadflow.
Tak. Ono tam určitě bylo nějaké automatické uložení někde. Já jsem to možná teďka dělal zbytečně. Takže si tady dáme znova boj s nějakýma pavoučkama. Teďka uskočíš. Těžký, no to se ani nebudu pokoušet.
You have come, as he said you might. Have you found our king, Bizarrain, waiting for you in Cursewood? The Winter Fae need your help, but it is only Bizarrain's place to tell you of our plight. Remember.
Tak. Tam k ním dolů nepůjdu. Teda, bych ho nevyprovokoval.
Solemn, solemn, hallowed tree, glory to the graveyard be. Far from forests of the west, do the dying have this rest.
Tak. Zkusíme... brutálně se propadly FPS a tady. Zkusíme sem vlízt.
So you have come, whether to aid the house or rain punishment on the Tuatha, I do not know. That you are here is enough. To assuage your confusion, I am Bizarrain, king of the house. During your trials, I will observe and communicate to you through this medium. Through the crystal you see before you, it is not magical in and of itself, but a conduit for my own magic. All your actions will be known to me. Every word will be listened to. This is about you, of course. You are the only mortal to be given a chance to join the House of Sorrows. But do not think such an offer is given out of honor or respect for you. What drives me to this offer is what brought you here. Necessity. What you do is of no concern to me. What I hope to evaluate is what you are, to know how you might best help the house. I have locked the way behind you. The way forward is your only path out of these halls. I can tell you no more, other than that I will be watching.
Okay. Tak, co tady máte za zajímavé věcičky? Půlruční meč krvácení. Tak ukáž. 131. Oho, 94,22. Byl by o chloupek lepší, ale vzhledem k tomu, že tady ten má ještě x věcí na vsazení těch drahokamů, tak je tady ten lepší. Ale jinak by byl zajímavý. Tohle to jsou obyčejné věci, to ani brát nebudu. Tak. Okay, zatím žádný prokletí teda. Prostě na mě jenom budou útočit nějaký fůdejblíci tady.
Help me, mortal! The beast will kill me if you do not help!
Co? Nepomohu.
Beast roam these halls, mortal. Once these lands were quiet, gentle. Now they mean to kill all that tread upon it, even the Winter Fae. My people have lived in peace for decades, centuries. But now we're awash in war and corruption, and we cannot stop it.
To je součástí té zkoušky nějaký. Dobře, kde je?
I do not know. The midden, it has been sullied. We've never feared such assaults until recently. Wait, what was that? It is here!
Ale, nazdar fešáku. Na pokoji. Že si si to pošetřím. Kam zmizela? Je pryč. OK. OK.
So you have completed your first trial. Your actions spoke volumes, but your reactions are just as pertinent. You killed the creature that was chasing that woman. Why?
Cože? Já ho mohu nějak přesvědčovat?
It would be at great fault if I did not know something of you, the mysterious mortal without a fate to call his own. Your lack of fate is intriguing, I will admit. And although it is why I summoned you, it does not represent the whole of your nature. Hence, the need for evaluation. Ahead, you will find a Fae of Sorrows succumbing to poison. I am interested to see what you make of him.
Přeci jenom tady něco je. Odolnost vůči blesku. Tak to ukáž. Tam nějaký protijed.
Please, are you the mortal that Bizarrain has brought to aid us? The one he is promised. Thank mercy I have been poisoned. But now that you are here, you can kill me. Please, end my suffering.
Nemůžu mu dát žádný protijed?
I do not know. It is some poison. In other times, the Fae would not be vulnerable to this. But we are weaker now. We are prone. I could have walked from this once. But now... Please, mortal. I know it's strange, but the Fae are not like you. Death is different to us. I will rise once more in time, but killing me will let me escape this suffering.
Mám možnost ještě tohle z toho.
I do not know. Everything is blurred. I do not even know where I am. It must have been him. He does whatever he cares with his subordinates. It was Bizarrane.
Ale, no jo, ono to dává smysl, protože on mě vlastně jakoby zkouší. Ale jako tohle je Bizarrane. No, to je fakt jakože bizarní. Teda, že on ho úmyslně otrávil, aby vyzkoušel, jak já na to zareaguju.
He was meant to save us from the Tuatha, to preserve our oldest traditions, to protect the Winter Fae.
Je fakt, že oni se vlastně vracejí. I když já ho teďka zabiju, tak on se potom znovu narodí. Oni se vlastně vracejí z toho kruhu. Takže bych to měl udělat.
Thank you for ending this.
Death is something you readily deliver, it seems. But did that Fae die as a result of your mercy or your barbarity?
Zemřel kvůli tvý hře.
I lead a court of Winter Fae who wish to free these lands from the Tuatha, and we have gone too long without new blood. You have demonstrated substantial worth. One trial remains.
Tak. Ale tohle je zajímavá helma. Nemá tam sice navíc ty odolnosti vůči elementům, ale jinak je zajímavá. To je skoro na to jí použít. Schválně. Jak to bude fungovat? Preventivně si uděláme ještě jeden tady. Tak, co seš ty zač?
You have reached this chamber at last. The time of trial is over. No more apparitions, no more questions. The House of Sorrows has always held a precarious position in this world, and now we hold on to it by the tips of our fingers. You think you have broken the Tuatha's grip on Cluracan. You have not. Even now, the Winter Fae and the House of Sorrows are subject to their malice.
Taky neříkal, že že ještě jedna zkouška bude.
I am not one to take anything on faith. If I wish to know an object's worth, I examine it for myself. This trial is designed to demonstrate your mettle. It is we who permit the Winter Fae to rise above their basic nature, to foster decay and ruin. A nature that normally divides rather than unites. For a time, the House avoided the war that cleaves this land. But now that war is upon us, and we are not ready. I am the King of Sorrows. I have held dominion over these halls, over this house, over the Winter Fae who dwell here. But the war upon Cluracan has sapped me of my strength. Should these times continue, I may become nothing. Nothing at all. The House of Sorrows has always existed to preserve and maintain the oldest traditions of winter. We are the essence of these Fae lands. The House holds an authority among the Fae that the Tuatha have always coveted. Now, they finally seek to claim that power for their own. We must conclude your trial. Ready your weapon. You are to strike me down.
Bože.
What you need to do and why you must do it are two very different matters, mortal. I deal in instructions, not explanations. Because there are trials that I can observe from afar, and others that I must see at hand. We have reached the trial that I must be present for, if I am to test you truly. Nor could you have fought me if you had chosen to do so. What you see before you is but an apparition.
Aha.
Now that your trial has concluded, come with me. The Tuatha have yet to break down our doors, but I would not put that past them. The house is poised to collapse from the Tuatha's dissension and destruction, and I need one to help us.
Takže bych se nakonec rozhodl správně.
Some, your reactions were real, but the Fae with whom you interacted, Tybri, Kadarok, and myself, were not. They were but apparitions of the Fae you will come to know in this house. As facsimiles, the apparitions were appropriate enough, but I think you will find their real-world counterparts more complex. Then welcome to our ranks, mortal. The Hearthstone I gave you at the start of the trials will now reflect your affinity with us. Come, join me at the House of Sorrows. I will show you a world stranger than you have ever seen.
Okay.
The Far Kelidae, they call themselves. The Faithful. They take the Fae of Winter and craft them into an army. But they know little of true devotion. The House of Sorrows made a pact with the Tuatha. They would not interfere with us if we did not interfere with their war with the Alfar. Of course, the Tuatha did not trust us, so they insisted that a new king be appointed to the house, one agreeable to both parties. In the end, I was the one chosen. I was to be king. But in answering that call, I have been labeled a traitor by many within the house. The midden is the cradle in which our race of winter was fostered. It is a place of rot, of decay, a place where the House of Sorrows holds reign. My summer brethren embody the growth and progression of nature. As such, establishing the summer realms came easy to them. But the winter fae bear the burden of regression and decay in their essence. Left alone, they would never be able to overcome such a weight. They could never unite. The house's founder, the Weeping King, took on their sorrows and freed them. We carry the burden inherent in the winter fae, so they can achieve greatness. The Prince of Sorrows once, but now, no longer. He wages a war against the Tuatha with little support but his own strength. Perhaps that is enough for him, but the only thing he will weaken is the house's morale. To your kind, it is a celebration of war. But before your mortal corpses were hung there by Tuatha, it was the emblem of our house's duty. The most reverent corpses were placed not in the midden, but hung upon those boughs to show all of nature that we still revere our essence of decay. But like all things in these lands, the tree has been defiled by war. Saturnin took our greatest symbol and turned it to filth. If we are to discuss the plight of the house, I will do so at his heart. Come, meet me in the main hall of the House of Sorrows, and we will speak more. He is the agent of the Tuatha, and though he bears their allegiance, his appearance is that of a winter fae. I am certain of it. I know little of him, but of me and my house, his knowledge is wide and deep. With every action, he reveals that he is merely toying with us. He is not a type of foe I am familiar with, for he does not attack outright. Instead, he instills fear and despair.
Okay. Konečně nějaký vedlejšák, který má nějaký dopad i na děj v té hře. Hleďme se. Hleďme se. Jo. Tohle už vypadá zajímavěji. A je to z nějaký kompletní sady. Zase. Budu muset někam si zase skočit, podívat se, ale myslím, že z tohohle ještě nic nemám. Tohle z toho.
So, there is a mortal after all. Bizarrain has done little in his time as king that has been quite so progressive as welcoming a mortal into our fold. I have given up mortal. It is the way of life to struggle, I think, in the jaws of death. But how can we consider ourselves devout if we struggle? No. Let us lay down our arms, let us lay upon the midden soil and pass on. It is said that Saturnin is one of us, one of the house. But who? Why would one of us betray us to the Tuatha? How fitting, I think, that this place becomes like the bodies we tend. Empty, cold, and eventually consisting of nothing. His is the voice that cries out when struck dead. I see only doom for our people, and neither Bizarrain nor Sidon can avert it. Quiet place once. I used to watch the rooks and crows rest gently upon its boughs, but now the beasts are savage things, glutting themselves on rotten flesh. Be safe.
Vedlejšák se tady dá nabrat. Neuvěřitelný. Co mě naučíš?
Greetings, mortal. I am a tender of the midden. I have been instructed to offer you what insight I can give about the art of dispelling.
To chci.
If there is nothing else we can do, if we cannot bring a lasting peace for our house, then at least let us bring an end to Saturnin. Be warned, mortal. The midden is no longer what it once was. It is a place of beasts and dark, putrid magic, unsafe to all who enter. I have always felt magic's call, but in the midden, the call is strongest. It allows me to see charms and spells and undo them. This I teach to all who listen. Once, we lived in the wilds of the midden, but as the place became defiled, we had to take refuge in these old halls for fear of the beasts outside, and of Saturnin. Though we are targeted by Tuatha, Sidon is the only one who wages open war against them. For good or ill, I do not know.
Sakra. Škoda.
Remember,
let us talk.
O čem chceš mluvit?
And so you come. The least powerful of us in some regards, the most powerful in many others. I am Rorid, mortal, one of the tenders of the midden. Be wary.
Z toho asi nechci mluvit.
I am here. The mortal. This house is full more of portents than of sorrow these days. Your arrival must truly be a telling of how dark these times have grown. Beware of Saturnin.
S tebou si taky nechci popovídat. Ještě tu jsou rasisti.
Speak. I have a task for you. Of late, there are many in this house who have come to view my authority with disdain. As such, there is need of someone unbiased by our house's history and the traditions therein. Someone such as you. We must move quickly. The Tuatha will not hold their strikes for long. Let us stop their next blow. You fail to understand. Although the Tuatha wage war with us, as they have with the Alfar, they do so by other methods. Our enemies are subtle. They target individuals, not armies. They strike at convictions, not cities. And by doing so, they can retreat to where we cannot find them. For all our years of struggle, we know only this, that our enemy is led by a Tuatha agent, Saturnin. He is the master of this shadowy coup. We cannot right now. He hides himself and covers his tracks well. But I have a lead which you will investigate with one of our delvers, Tybri. A tender, Katarak, has fled the house and killed a fellow member in doing so. I suspect Saturnin's influence, or perhaps that Katarak might be Saturnin himself. Bring Tybri to the body of Katarak's victim. Though dead, the sorrows will remain on the corpse. The sorrows can lead us to Katarak. The tenders are those sacred few who oversee the decay and decomposition of a winter fae's body. They also oversee the midden itself, for like a body, the midden is a physical thing, a vessel for rot and ruin, that which is required for death to become rebirth. Finally, they once tended to the gallows tree, but that was before the Tuatha perverted it. Members of the house may choose one of two paths, the path of the Delver, or the path of the Tender. Delvers are those who commune with the sorrows of the living Fae and the recently deceased. They draw forth these sorrows and assume them. However, most Delvers lost their talent over these last few centuries. But our youngest, Tybri, shows some promise. There is a tender named Katarak who has fled our ranks. He is somehow tied to Saturnin. I am certain of it. I want you to find him and put an end to him. For if he is not Saturnin himself, then he is betraying our secrets to the Tuatha.
Okay. Tak. Máme tady nějaký kováře nebo někoho? Síně zkoušek. Jáma.
What is needed?
I am here.
Tak, doufám, že ji tady nebudu muset nikde dohledávat. Že prostě je tam, kam mě navádí mapa. Co chceš ty?
Mortal, there is something that requires the attention of one of your kind. You have been to the Midden, yes? The sacred ground being desecrated by the corpses of your kind? I have nothing more to say about him other than history will know him as the victor. We keep the Midden as a monument to the debt we Winter Fae have made with nature. But now the Midden is defiled, and we can do our task no longer.
Jo, Ganzi, máš pravdu. Ve chvíli, kdy se rozhodneš prostě nabírat všechny tituly těch různých vedlejšáků, tak je to na hodně a hodně dlouhých večerů.
It was a gift of the earth to commemorate the rot and decomposition of the Fae. Then the Tuatha sullied it with the corpses of their prisoners. Mortals do not decay like Fae do. Mortals putrefy and corrupt. The Midden and the House now feel this grisly taint. It is from these halls that we of the House safeguard the oldest traditions of winter. It must be shown due reverence.
Já když jsem koukal, i třeba na Steamu, když se koukneš do popisu, do komentářů dolů, do lidí, vrkneš se, kolik tam mají lidi jakoby nahraných hodin, tak tam uvidíš 100, 150, některých 200 hodin prostě v tom mají utopených. Většinou lidi, kteří prostě tenhle styl her baví a nespěchají a prostě chtějí se ponořit do toho světa, berou si ty questíky v klidu, v pohodičce si to hrajou, tak jako ty jsou samozřejmě pozitivní, těm se to líbí a nahrajou tam prostě mraky a mraky času. Než to lidi, kteří chtějí prostě akorát hodně rychlý akční hry prostě tak dál, tak většinou si tam potom stěžujou, že to je strašně zdlouhavý a blablabla a tak dál. To je prostě úděl těchhle z těch her.
If there was anyone meant to bear the title King of Sorrows, it was him. Had we not succumbed to the Tuatha's bargaining, he would have been king. Instead, we turned our backs on him. The gallows tree is the silent sentinel of the Midden, demonstrating how life grows out of death. It justifies our existence, defines it. It is a symbol not only of the House of Sorrows, but of the Winter Fae. To bear one's corpse upon it was a sacred rite, until the Tuatha defiled it with mortal remains. The nature of my request is not something the Midden needs, but something the Midden should do without. The corpses of your brethren have been thrown into the Midden as a declaration of hostility by the Tuatha, but they do more than signify a point. Their corruption and rot have drawn an ancient Lianshi Mithgra from slumber. She gluts herself on the bodies and will further corrupt the Midden if unchecked. To feed, Lianshi are drawn to death and decay, something Winter Fae embody in spirit, but which mortals embody in flesh. When mortal corpses began appearing in the Midden, Mithgra was unable to resist the temptation before her, and now she runs rampant.
Tak jak zastavím, stejně tam budu muset jít.
You cannot hope to solve the problem with a simple application of violence. The Athra is old, and she is wise to obvious attacks on her. Searching will yield no quarry, so you must be cunning. If we cannot find her in the Midden, we can force her to return to her den beneath the house. Find fresh corpses, the ones Mithgra prefers to eat, and cremate them. With no food to scavenge, she will return to her den. Then you can kill her. With great difficulty. She is clever, and hides well when any come hunting for her. To search for her outright would be folly. But with some cunning, we can force her to appear. Mithgra prefers fresh corpses. Destroy those, and she would likely return to her den to wait for more. Locate any fresh corpses you can find, and cremate them. Without food, she will stop scavenging and return to her den. Make haste.
Tak, no a máme nabraný nějaký vedlejšák. Další. Jo, ono tady na mě čeká.
So, you were the mortal. There were whispers that Bizarane had welcomed one of you amongst us. But to pick the siege breaker, I am awed. I forget myself. Bizarine has made his wishes clear, and we must do as he asks. Are you ready to begin? I am Tybri. I have only 2 centuries to my name. I was asked to join the house because of my abilities. I can hear them, the sorrows in people, the essence of decay and ruin that precedes winter. I can even hear the sorrows faintly in you. Few delvers are left who can hear any sorrows at all, but never have any claim to hear them as much as I. Many believe me to be a liar, or an abomination. The Midden was once a sacred place for the House of Sorrows, for all winter fae, where the bodies of the dead were left to decompose. Our bodies do not rot as mortal corpses do. So when Saturnin placed the bodies of mortals here, they putrefied, corrupting the Midden. Scavengers and beasts now roam the Midden, and the body we seek is deep within. I must have someone to watch my back. Farewell.
Dobře. A přitom tam budeme i pálit ty těla teda. Teď to dobře chápu. Jo, a tady je potom to její doupě. A už zase mi dochází pomalu místo. Ach jo. Můžeme? Můžu možná odsud rychle cestovat. Ale tady možná na mě počká. Že bych si šel mezi tím odhodit, opravit se.
I've got plenty of supplies if you've got plenty of coin.
Tak.
Back again.
Lyria is smiling upon us now.
Třeba lístové. Odsud asi nejde rychlý cestování. A do toho našeho prvního domu bych si možná vlez. Ne, jde odsud rychle cestovat. Podívat se do truhly. Ohledně toho brnění. Tak. Tady mám truhlu. Tak. Ne. A jinak teda, jenom tak pro srandu, je tady kompletní brnění, který zdává poklonu Shepardovi z Mass Effectu. Jako do úvodu bylo zajímavý. To brnění. Vypadá, nebo tak nějak má barvy prostě klasický N7, že jo? Těch toho jeho oblečení. Já mám tady akorát... Kolik toho je? Toho je taky 5. To je ještě neúplný. Si tady uložím taky. Omnibřity taky. Jo, moment. Já to vlastně mám schovaný. Omnibřity, ty vlastně k tomu patří, že jo? Protože v Mass Effectu se používá ten Omnigel, že jo? Tady jsou ještě i omnibřity. To bylo vlastně jakoby k tomu. Tady. Jedinečné čepele stvořené podivnou a tajemnou magií pocházející z jiných časů. Jo, car mechanic simulátor je pohodový. Pokud to teda člověka baví. Takže... Tady jsou ty Shepardovy, ty... No. Jenom na ukázku, jo? Abys to viděl. Tak. Shepardova helma. Shepardov rys. Rukavice. Tak. Máme tady kapitána Sheparda z Mass Effectu. Nebo nemáme, ale prostě v těch barvách je. Do začátku pohoda. Tak. Když si oblíkneme zase to, co už máme vymyšlený. A zbytek můžeme uložit. Tak. Plus 20% regenerace zdraví za sekundu při nízkém zdraví. Zajímavý. Ale to jsem vlastně dostal jenom jako nějaký ten symbol teďka těch fej, kterým pomáhám. Tak. Tady si skočíme do hospody ke kovářovi. My jsme se opravili. Potom se vrátíme zpátky.
What is it? Can't stop now. Thank you for your... It's good to keep working.
Jo.
It reminds
Tak.
me that I'm still alive. That you saved us. Stay alert.
Tak, pojďme. Tak, jdeme zpět. Nemám toho furt nějak? Ne. Když furt toho mám nějak moc. Tohle to nemůžu odhodit. Tohle to taky nemůžu odhodit. Tak, jdeme. Jdeme zpět. Tak. Kde je nějaký další nejbližší tělo? Po ní zase někdo jde. No, není úplně bezbraná teda, ale že by mu nějak ubližovala. Tady je jedna z těch svatyní. Ale ne, to jsem měl dát do toho, do veteše. Tak. Kde je to tělo? Někde tady musí být. Tak. A tady je to poslední. Doufám, že to tam chvíli vydrží. To je někde dole. Tamhle. Už jdu. To má ještě možnost i osadit něčím tady. A určitě najdu ještě lepší někde. Tak.
The body is here. I must begin my work. But the magic is sure to draw the wild fae in the area. Hold them back while I commune with the sorrows. Farewell.
Okay.
It is done. Cadoric's sorrows left a strong impression on the corpse. He is hiding in the Siren Crypt in the drowned forest. You should go there, but be wary. The impression Cadoric left on the body was conflicted. Something is not right here. I will return to the house. With the beast beaten back, it should prove safe enough now. He is the Faithloke Tocht, the choking vine. He reaches from briars dark and unknown to strangle the life from us. We, are the backbone of the house. Delvers can look into the essence of Winter Fae, find the sorrows within, and take upon that burden. The Weeping King was the first to perform this function. The Delvers witnessed his powers and imitated as they could. Only now, no Delver has this art, save for me. Before there was a Court of Winter, before there was a House of Sorrows, there was the Midden, a place where Winter Fae would come to die. The bodies left to rot here mark the covenant of the house. Though the Winter Fae may stave off decay to create its courts and culture, they cannot escape it forever. To be a member of the house is a great honor. Without the House of Sorrows, there would be no Court of Winter, no culture in these lands, only winter. It is the emblem of the house. It is the heart of the Midden. It is said it has always been here, even during the times of the Weeping King. The dead do not speak lies. Cadarok has gone to Siren Crypt in the Drowned Forest. It was once a mighty fortress, but like all things in this war, it was reduced to ruin. Lesser, cruder beasts and beings walk its halls now. For Cadarok to hide there, it makes little sense. But from what the Sorrows told me, it seems as though he had nowhere else to go. Farewell.
Okay. Ty by byly zajímavý. Kdyby toho uměli trochu víc.
And they sleep beneath the limbs, while we sing these mourning hymns, as the dead embrace the land in the earth's embalming hand.
Tak to nejdřív vezmu jí tady. Potom teprve skočíme do té krypty. Tak. No, takže dneska toho moc neuděláme z té hlavní příběhové linky. Zase jsme zůstali viset u vedlejšáků. Tak. No tady porčešeme. Tady není nic. Oni nemá smysl chodit. Ale tohle je hezký prstínek. 15 zranění z dálky, šance na kritický úder. Když tady ten zase mi dává manu. A regeneruje to krásně manu. A ještě zlepšuje zranění ohněm i zranění blesky. Což oheň mám na meči, blesky mám na těch čakramách. Co je tohle? Tak. Co je tohle? Já jsem nakažený. Co to tam mám za... No jasně, minus 15 zbroj. Oho. Tak nějakýho léčitele ještě budeme potřebovat.
What is it? I have felt the energies of Mithra fade to Ashara, mortal. I am glad that this business is concluded. At least the midden will not be in danger of corruption any more than it already is. I thank you for your part in keeping it so. As payment, take this bauble. I discovered it on a body on one of your kind. May it be useful to you in your travels.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Ukaž, co se mi to dal. No. Plus 20 zbroj. Do epický obruby. OK. Mám asi žádný lektvar, co očistý. Many. Regenerace, zabijáctví. Ne, nemám. Tak. Máme nový level. Tak. Level up. Mám kovářství na max. OK. Jo. To je podle toho, jakou si vždycky jakou si na začátek zvolíš tu postavu, tak máš něco, tak máš prostě vždycky jako pro něco větší vlohy, no. Potom postupně, protože vlastně ty si můžeš na rozdíl od všech ostatních smrtelníků v téhle hře si můžeš volit vlastní osud a tak dále, tak dále, tak dále, tak tady můžeš něco potom si upravovat jinak, jak chceš. Kovářství. Já to když teďka ještě přemýšlím. Odhalování tajů. Zaklínání, tohle je na ty... Jasně. To je to zaklínání. Aby jsem mohl jíst i do těch truhel, které jsou tento noc. Jo. Zdvihneme tohle. Tak. Kolikže tohle to chce? Vyžaduje 70 bodů. Oh. Když já zase jsem to udělal tak jako, že aby jsem byl tak nějak napůl univerzální, tak nemám jakože jednu schopnost jakože extra silnou. Já mám sílu a kouzla napůl. bych se potřeboval dostat sem, aby se mohl využívat ty čakramy. A na to potřebuju tady mít 35 bodů. Prostě investovaných sem. Potom můžu i zlepšit si i ten oheň. Tak. Tady mám vlastně tu kartu osudu, kterou jsem si já vybral. Něco novýho. Není tady nic novýho. Křižák je furt v pohodě. Tak. Tady je jenom trénink, oni tady nemají žádnýho doktora. Tady mají léčení. V Melsenširu. Tam, kde jsme prolomili to obležení. Jdeme tam. Tak. Doktor. Nejdřív tady prodáme vetež.
I've got plenty of supplies if you've got plenty of coin.
Tak.
Back again.
Tady.
I am Corialia Scathe, head surgeon here in Melsenshire. Do you require healing?
Mhm.
To be able to study their physiology. Impossible, of course, given how their bodies return to nature upon their death. A beautiful city, is it not? When the siege began, I came here straight away from studying with the Scholia Arcana in Rathir. The opportunity to observe the effects of violence firsthand and to help, of course, was too much to ignore. Her services are adequate. I'll admit, her only fault lies in caring too much for her patients. As head surgeon, I support the soldiers of the Alpha armies as best I can. Despite the recent and dramatic improvements in healing magic, few that make their way to my table survive. As great as our power may be, the power of the Tuatha is all the more destructive. Farewell.
Tak, děkuji. Tamhle běhá zase někdo s vykřičníkem nad hlavou. Další vedlejšák je tady možný nabrat, nějaký questík.
What is it now?
Ale tak já ho nebudu asi nabírat. Tak. Kovář. Popravíme se.
Greetings.
Well, you bent me over the anvil right proper.
Tak.
Stay safe.
Tohle to. Tak. Jdeme to dodělat tohle to. No. Blesky na něj nějak nefungovaly. Mám ještě slabý. Ale ukaž to. Tyhle jsou krabat lepší. Zajímavý kladívko. Tak. Ale lehké, to bychom měli zvládnout. Aha, prostě nejsem schopný tak rychle klikat. No, teď, hurá. A že by v tom byl nějaký zázrak. Správný směr. Ale neukazovalo mi to náhodou tady tu jednu svatyni. Jo, jestli se to zatočí, tak jo. To a další vedlejšák by se tady dal nabrat.
Greetings, stranger. The hero of Melsenshire? I did not expect to find you in this damned swamp. We couldn't have picked a worse time to travel in the drowned forest. There's something about the water in this swamp. Every year, Banshane and Mergen come swarming back, and every year, hordes of new Mergen pour out. Ooh, I shudder just thinking about it. I joined the Alpha army right before we took back Melsenshire. A glorious battle! My captain fell during the siege, before Baelor fell. Afterwards, I was promoted and put in charge of securing the road through the drowned forest. We've heard the voices, so we know it's there, and not far. Our orders were to survey, though. We're to avoid it if we can. I had resigned myself to death before that final battle. When Baelor fell, it was like being granted a new life, a new fate. It's all these damn Mergen. We've arrived just in time for their spawning season. They're filling the swamp and tearing my men to pieces. I don't know how many Banshane are out there, but I venture it's more than one. If you could lend us a hand and destroy any Banshane you find, I'd be forever grateful. I know it's disgusting to imagine, but Banshane are the mothers of those slimy creatures. Every year they return to this swamp and a new wave of Mergen spews forth. Thank you. They seem to be coming from several nests to the west. Find the Banshane and destroy them. Be wary, they're always guarded by more Mergen. The spawn of Banshane. You'll find them in damp, miserable places like this. Those tridents they carry pierce steel like it was paper. Disgusting creatures. I never dreamt I'd end up in one of their swamps. The Banshane to the west need to be destroyed. They're spawning so many Mergen. The swamp's overrun. Take heed out there.
Okay, tak. To snad nějak... Potom vyřešíme taky. Ale nejdřív vyřešíme tohle. Dost. Tak. Dráčka. Tak. Tak kde pak seš? To tak zase budou nějaký pasti určitě. Tak, poběž. Jsem se vydal zase nějakým špatným směrem, koukám. Tak. A tudyma tam dojdu taky, zdá se. OK. Tak. No, ty tady blíci začínají být nějaký silný. Prapodivně. A ty šperháky jsem si ještě nikde nekoupil žádný. Mi docházejí pomalu. Sakra. Zranění, blesky. Plus 12 zranění proti Niskáru ještě. Když tady ty mají ještě tohle z toho. Ale ty jsou jakože fakt jako na hraně toho. Že by byly lepší. Kdyby tyhle ty tady neměly ještě navíc tohle, tak už bych je bral. Tak, u té blíci. Tak. Dáme pokec.
You are Bizarane's cat's paw, then? I knew he had let a mortal into the house's ranks. But this is who he sends to do his dirty work. Fie on him. You may return me to the cycle, but if you ever see your master, tell him this. He will never get his hands on the Sorrows. All of us, will stop him.
Aha. Co to je za divný úder? Tak pojď. A jsem si mohl taky aktivovat, teď mám tu abilitku už k dispozici. Už jsem ji klidně mohl na něj použít. No, každopádně jsme si moc nepokecali teda. Sakra, proč to nemůže mít ještě něco navíc? No, to bylo všechno. Tak. Znovu. Přestaňte mě otravovat. Jako kdyby on je vyvolával, ty pavouky. Kdyby on je vyvolával. No nic, jdeme to odevzdat. Quest. Asi to tady teda zapíchnu. Pokračování bude zase až zítra. Jdeme si pokecat. Tohle to budu řešit, až budu řešit ty svatyně. Jo? No, tady je zase ty svatyně. Co se tady s tebou stalo?
You have finally returned. Much has happened since you were away. The house has been sundered, not by Tuatha, but by ourselves. The house has rebelled. The other members of the house have marched against the Tuatha. I'm afraid they may have attacked Bizarane. I do not think he is dead, but we must see to him. Saturnin is watching us, I can sense it. If Bizarane is left undefended, it will be difficult for you to understand, but many did not consider Bizarane the true king of our house. While many wanted to war with the Tuatha, Bizarane stayed our hands. And while our house collapsed around us, Bizarane did nothing. I will not lie. Though I see the value of your presence, many felt that bringing a mortal into our ranks crossed the line. With you, Bizarane made his final error. Yes. Unfortunately, the doors to the house are barred from the inside. I'm capable of shadow stepping through, but I'm afraid that you, as a mortal, must take a longer route. Go through the proving halls, but be warned, Bolgun roam those corridors now. Saturnines already started moving to crush us. Farewell.
OK. Tak to musíme projít ještě jednou. Pojďme. Nazdar. Tak, pojďte, kluci. Tak. Pojďte tady do té hubený uličky. No? No tak pojďte. To nefunguje. On jako dokáže tím štítem vzdorovat kouzlům, nebo jak? mi nefunguje štít? Dávají mi kluci zabrat, než že ne. No, naštěstí čakramy proti nim fungují v pohodě teda. Ale meč nefunguje na ně. Pořádně. Tak.
You have arrived as Tybri said you would. It is good that you were able to get through the proving halls unscathed. But there are greater events at work here. The house may have breathed its last. He has wreaked havoc within the house and loosed horrors that none of us dare witness a second time. He is our foe, and he must be stopped. The rebels have begun a march of folly to make war on the Tuatha. As they said, they are rallying at a fortress called the Fallen Hall. I sought to stay them. They ignored me. I sought to warn them. They paid no heed. For them, the war started when I became the King of Sorrows. And now, my reign ends. Saturnin wants this, mortal. Without leadership, the rebels will be easily picked off, and so it falls to you and Tybri to save them. Years ago, the House of Sorrows and the Tuatha made a pact of necessity. The house would remain free of the Tuatha, but could not interfere with their war. In addition, the Tuatha demanded we appoint a more amiable king, one who would uphold the pact. And so I was named. I became the face of our submission, and when Saturnin led the Tuatha to fight us, the house had no reason left to heed me. Saturnin has made a miscalculation in moving to kill these rebels. Namely, he did not foresee you. We must exploit this fact. Saturnin will have to reveal himself in some form. Go south and learn all you can from him. Kill him if possible. I have instructed Tybri to assist you as best she can, but she is not as suited to this work as you, mortal. Look after her. They are in the Fallen Hall. Save who you can, but more importantly, we must learn what we can of Saturnin.
Okay.
Yes.
Síň padlých je až tady. No, řekl bych, že bych se měl jít nejdřív někam opravit. A vyhodit zase vetéž. A potom teprve jít sem. Ale otázkou je, jestli to budu dělat dneska, jestli si to nenechám až na zítřek. Tohle je dokončení.
I've got plenty of supplies if you've got plenty of coin.
Můžeme prodat. Tak jsem si nevšimnul, jestli mi zabírají nebo nezabírají místo. WTF? Nezabírají a můžu... Můžu je kupovat do nekonečna, jo? Fakt nezabírají. Co jsem to dostal? Jsem dostal nějakou tohlenstu? To jako bych mohl do nekonečna kupovat a prodávat a tím si tady nabagrovat jakože tohlenstu.
Back again.
Proč mi to, když už, tak proč mi to nedalo kompletní, teda ten set? Když mám akorát kápy, rukavice a boty. Proč mi to nedalo i něco na to dělo? Kovář je za mnou. Tamhle. Zase se rozbila hudba, přestala hrát hudba.
Well, you bent me over the anvil right proper.
Auč. Tohle byla bolestivá obrava. Tak, jdeme si zase odhodit. Tak. Tam už nedám. OK. Tak. Kolik je? 11:30. To možná bude až někde někudy tudyma. Se tam dostanu. Bych to tak viděl možná. Co tady dělají Firecourt? No, budeme to dělat až později. Ale... se budeme teďka podívat sem. Jenom se namrkneme, tady je ten řezník, který na mě předtím útočil. Asi se tomu teda nevyhnu.
And so another mortal approaches, even as this one's blood has yet to dry. But my desire to extinguish mortal life has yet to be satiated. Come, you seem a warrior. Why not fight me?
Tak. Zase mu řekneme, že s ním nechci bojovat. A on mi řekne, že mu to je jedno, že stejně chce bojovat.
I'm afraid I cannot grant you the courtesy of fighting at your leisure. The midden demands your blood. Prepare yourself. Enough of this farce. I have fought more than enough mortals on your terms, on your ground. Let us see if you are as powerful in my domain. We will finish this fight in my hollow, Tyne Hill. The magics of the midden run strong in that place. I will be unbeatable!
You did it! What no one else has done. You actually bested that monster. It is much to ask, but none in our camp have been able to stand against him. You must answer his challenge. Fight him again. Kill him, for the sake of our mission. We weren't very many, but we were sent by the Alpha Command, ostensibly to make sure the Tuatha didn't have any positions out here. But there was another purpose. We were to try and find a way to give the bodies of our men a proper burial. He's a Winter Fae. We do not know his name. He comes and butchers one of us, and makes the rest watch. Calls it justice. We don't know why. He just picks one of us, gives them a blade, and cuts them down. Alpha or human, fighter or no. Cluracan has its dark places, but the midden, it's hard to even stand here. I don't know how you make it look so easy. But we've been sent here for a reason, and we'll stay until we see it through. Suppose I'm the only one that still holds rank around here anymore. My brother Gilman was leading us, but... I hate that damn thing. The Tuatha are using it to lord our own dead over us. I aim to do something about it. We don't know. He's not Tuatha, but he damn near fights like one. He's been coming here, dueling us one by one. There's some sick point he means to prove by gutting us. And those he doesn't kill outright are dragged back into the midden with him. Please, we're scouts, not seasoned fighters. We can't complete our mission if this headsman continues picking us off.
Jak to vyřeším?
Thank the gods. If he called you to Tyne Hill, then that means you'll have to fight him there. But be warned, this Fae uses magics we haven't seen before. It's like he's feeding on the energies of this place. Or worse, there are those that fall to the headsman, but then there are others, prisoners. What he does with them in Tyne Hill, no one knows. He's in Tyne Hill. It's a hollow, somewhere in the midden, I think. But he's only been coming here recently. I cannot tell for certain. Find the headsman. Bring him to justice.
Okay.
You're back.
Ty mají tady vedlejšáky taky nějaký. Ještě tohle sto. No já si myslím, že se tady ještě chvíli zdržíme a potom ještě tady to. No, ale to budeme řešit až zítra. Zase. To budeme řešit až zítra. Já to tady uložím. Ještě si tady potom s nima pokecáme. Dořešíme to až někdy příště. Tak. Ukládačka. Ještě jedna ukládačka. A zabalíme to a půjdeme chrnět. A zítra večer dokončíme to, co máme tady všechno rozehraný. Takže jo, přátelé. Já vám děkuji za návštěvu. Přeju vám krásný zbytek večera nebo noci, nebo dobrou noc, podle toho, jak to budete mít. A uvidíme se tedy zítra večer, někdy zase stejně 8. 9. jako dneska. To nahodím a budeme pokračovat. Tak jo, pro dnešek je to všechno. Mějte se hezky, dobrou noc. A zítra večer zase. Ahoj.